said he'd be back by 8. He's promised tonight is going to be our night. I've made his favourite dinner. I've got a nice wine and dessert from M&S. I even got a new lacy brown pantsuit while I was there. I knew something was up when I messaged him at 5 as I was leaving work and he didn't reply. I thought he might still be busy, but I knew. Or am I just worried it's happening again? He did say he might meet the lads for a couple after work. It's Sam's last night before he gets banged up. Burglary. But Sam was going to spend most of it with his Tasha, and it was only for a couple. So he'd definitely be back before 8. Probably like 7. They were looking forward to it. Couldn't wait. Andy was in a good mood this morning. Really lovely. Just like old times when we first started going out. That's the thing. Whenever I think everything's okay and I'm looking forward to seeing him again, whenever I'm all loved up and happy, that's when it happens again. And then other times when I'm all anxious and nervy, worried about it all going wrong, about him doing it again, that's when he surprises me. And it's lovely. And it turned out I had nothing to worry about after all. All that stress. You feel it in my stomach, the tension. Just goes away when we're together and everything's fine. He always tells me he loves me. He means it too. He says he can't live without me. He'd probably just OD and be dead by 30 if it wasn't for me. He says he knows he can be an horrible cunt sometimes, but I know it in him. It's the drugs. The drink, the arseholes he hangs out with. It's not his fault he grew up on that horrible estate. He's known them all his life. He calls them his family, his fam. He reckons they're good people when you get to know them. I tried. Sitting in a flat doing fuck all but passing drugs and watching inane shit on TV. It's not my idea of a fun night out. It's boring. I don't smoke. I've never been one to puff. It's just not my thing. I like to try and look after my health. we met in the gym, ironically enough. He seemed a bit lost and didn't know what to do. He said he wasn't a member, but a mate had sorted it for him to get in for free or something. Says he likes the sauna because it steams all toxins and shit out of you. He's so cute when he's vulnerable. Like, tall, dark, handsome, boyish good looks, boyish charm. I know it's cliche, but I fell for him straight away. Thought it was a bit of a rough diamond, salt of the earth type. I know it. Maybe I rushed in, but I couldn't help it. I was still hurting from my ex-fiance who cheated on me. That was all a nightmare, but I'm glad now. We weren't meant to be, and I've never felt happier than when I'm with Joe. I guess it's a bit exciting, I just never know what to expect. I just wish he'd move on from his fam and that old life. He's better than all that. They're always getting into trouble. But he used to too. He has a right attitude towards the police. Calls them pigs and filth. He says they're all lying, you can't trust him. And I wouldn't know, I've never been detained. But... So we kind of keep that part of our life separate. I'm not going to say don't see your friends, but I'm just hoping he'll grow out of them eventually. When I first met him, he said he wanted to take me out on a date, but he already owed that month's pay packet to Al, his dealer, when he gets paid. After a bad night at a party where he got smashed and shoved his whole face into a ball of cocaine, wasting it. Maybe I should have walked away then, but I always felt there was more to him than that. Like, maybe I thought I could rescue him. Sometimes you're just naturally drawn to a person. You feel a connection, you don't know why. Even if you're completely different types. Or maybe I'm just shallow and fancied him for his looks. He's always skint. It's because he's skint now, said it'd only be for 1 or 2 drinks tonight for Sam, because, well, they're paying and everyone's skint. It's 9 now. I messaged him at 7. I put, "Hey babe, can't wait to see you tonight. Cooking up your favourite. Tell some of the gang I said hi." And he's not replied. I don't want to be needy and pester him, but sometimes he says he can't always hear his phone or the battery dies. I rang at like 8:15 just to see how much longer it'd be and whether I should turn the oven off or not. But just rang and went to voicemail. Sometimes he's just late when he loses track of time and he's all apologetic when he turns up. Other times he's angry. Calls me all sorts. Controlling bitch. Paranoid schizo. Boring loser that's ruining his life. "I fucking hate you, you fucking ugly cunt. You think I'm coming running back to you? You think you're the boss of me? I answer to no one and I still don't, you stupid spaz." But he don't mean it. He's always so sorry when he's calmed down. He always knows how to make it up to me. He says it's just words and that's how they talk where he's from. And they do. I've heard him. He says it's just bants, but he knows I don't like those kind of words, and he knows. He only does it when he's angry. Usually when he's smashed or hungover. It's so good when it's just us. When he's away from them. Sometimes I feel like I'm going out with 2 different people. I don't know who's going to turn up, Joe or his evil twin. That's when he does show up. Once he left me, stood at a bus stop on my own at 1 a.m. Said he'd definitely come meet me after I finished my late shift. Again, all positive messages till about 6. "Can't wait to see you tonight, babe. Love you." Then silence. No replies. It wasn't till about 1:30 in the morning that he'd switched his phone off and it went straight to voicemail that I knew he wasn't coming, so I got a cab. Once he left me sat in the cinema on my own too. Swore he was on his way when I rang him. I could hear his mates laughing in the background. He never came. I left halfway through the film. Just couldn't enjoy it. Sometimes I don't hear anything for like 4 days straight if it's on a weekend bender. Just disappears. And then begs for my forgiveness when he comes back. Literally crying at my doorstep. Oh. Once he actually knelt and kissed my feet. So to get up, the neighbours can see. But he promised me this time. I'm just going to try him again.